Hi, this is Joe from Beards, Blades, and Hair, and today we're going to do a 2-for-1 special. One is a review of Alum Block. This is Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Alum Block, but this could be for any Alum Block. That's going to be part one, and we're going to use that right now. So first you want to get your Alum Block wet, and your just shaved skin, you want to rub it on there, up and down, and it'll tell you real quick whether you did a good job with your shave, because it'll sting like heck if you didn't. You'll have tiny little micro cuts, and what the Alum Block does is seal those up. And basically, whenever you were a little kid, you got to scrape, and your mom put something on you to disinfect and make sure it stopped bleeding. That's effectively what Alum Block does, if you want to think of it that way. It's also a skin toner, which if you never used one before, that's going to feel, it's going to make the skin feel a little bit tighter, not in a bad way, but it's going to feel like, oh, something happened to it. And what it does is it's kind of a pre-after shave. But I'm obsessed with this. Super cheap, super cheap. And I've had this for 6 months now, longer. I think 8 months now, and it barely looks like it's used at all. It's just an excellent product, not just from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, but it's from other companies as well. And it just works wonders on, especially if you cut, irritated skin, anything like that. Excuse me, post shave. It's just wonderful. The other thing it's great for is if you never want to buy deodorant again, because I use this every day, sometimes multiple times per day. So if I put it in the morning, put it at night as a deodorant, and like, oh man, is it just wonderful? Just kills the smell. It's not an antiperspirant. So it won't stop you from sweating. But if you just want deodorant, you could get this and go on your merry way and be good for quite some time. So it's definitely nice to have. So that's the first part of your post shave routine. You should do is, I've done it both ways. I've just used an aftershave balm, and I've just used what we're going to review next. But I recommend doing both. So meaning, one, hit your face with alum, seal up any minor cuts you have, let the skin get toned, give it a minute or two, just to get in there and dry, kind of do its job, do its work. And then once that minute or two has passed, that's when you apply whatever you're using as an aftershave. I generally don't recommend a lot of aftershaves. I don't think a lot of them, frankly, work all super well, but there's really two that I recommend. One being Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Aftershave Balm. I think it's excellent. It comes out like creamy, and it works super well. Makes the skin feel better, reduces irritation, etc., etc. But the thing that they really do a good job with, which I think even beats their balm, is the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Star Jelly. It's excellent aftershave. What's cool about this is if you're into scents, which I'm not, you can get it in all their variety of scents, but it's really cool that for people who like that they can do that. And what I really like about it is I think it functions better than the balm. So the balm absorbs decently, but it's not perfect. It'll leave your skin feeling kind of gooey. This stuff absorbs completely, and it also leaves the skin feeling just normal, if that makes any sense. And then it works, I was going to say just as well, but I'm going to say it works better. It works better as an aftershave than the balm, which is crazy because like I was saying before, I think their balm is the best I've used. So the Star Jelly is just like another step up from that. So at this point, I think it's been a few minutes, and I don't need much because all I shave, obviously, is my upper cheeks. So I can show you the amount I end up using, which is teeny tiny. Just a little. Oh, I put too much. So this is probably no joke, and I'm not joking here. This will be for both sides of my face. That's all I need. So this lasts me forever. I can't even. I bought this back in January, and you really can't. This isn't going to come across in video, but I've used maybe 1/20th of it. So I'll be using it for quite some time. So let's kind of get in there and rub on the skin. So just nothing too dramatic here. Just rub it in to wherever you've shaved. And since I have so much, like I was saying, I'm gonna hit this on the other side and just kind of use a twofer. So putting it on, you don't feel much anything, and then give it if you give it a minute or two, you really start to feel kind of a cooling sensation. So for those of you who like your alcohol-based aftershaves, it does have that cooling effect. So give it a second or two or a minute or two, and you just feel like you just took an ice pack and put it on your skin. So if you like that, I'm neutral on that. I can have it, not have it. If you like that though, it's definitely gonna happen whether you like it or not. But it really leaves the skin. I've noticed that irritation is way down. I've noticed that, my skin just feels 100% better using it than not using it, and even using it versus using their balm. So highly recommended on both ends. So you do get with the Phoenix Artisan, I want to mention, you do get on the Phoenix Artisan accoutrements, their alum block, you do get this little, best call it like a sponge thingy to help keep it dry at the bottom. It works okay. I still have some degradation, you can kind of see in the back. But Phoenix Artisan has since improved their sourcing for this, so this shouldn't happen again. So their old way of sourcing was they would get, it was like compressed alum. So imagine a bunch of tiny little crumbly bits being pushed together and then sold to you. And so it can fall apart like mine is starting to. But they now apparently get solid blocks of alum that will not do the crumblies. 8 months of use, and I still think I could use this thing down to the bone and I wouldn't have any issues. So, but I do want to mention that at least if you get it from Phoenix Artisan, their little package, they have the other thing I want to mention is they have a little rubber band around it to help with grip. I don't know if alums are particularly slippery. This is the only one I've ever used. So you get a little bit of step up with Phoenix Artisan's product. Doug from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements is always thinking of, problems and how to solve them. So you definitely get a little step up on that. But on either end, love alum block in general. Love the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Star Jelly. I think it's awesome. And overall, I think I will, because I'm a living experimenter. I love to experiment. Part of why I created this channel. I will try something else at some point, but oh boy, is it going to be sad to leave it behind. I'm not going to like that whenever I have to leave it behind. So, I think that pretty much says it all right there. So once again, this has been Joe from Beards, Blades, and Hair, and until next time.